Hello everyone, Matthew Hawkins back again with another video, and you know what it is. Today is, on the day this video comes out at least, it is the 20th anniversary of the end of the Monday Night Wars. Yes, March 26, 2001 was the day where WCW World Championship Wrestling closed its doors, had the final edition of WCW Monday Nitro Live from Panama City Beach, Florida. And obviously it started with Vince McMahon obviously announcing that he bought WCW, and ended with the simulcast where, in a bid for a last minute window dressing ahead of the match at WrestleMania 17 between Vince and Shane McMahon, which obviously that episode of Raw was the go home episode for WrestleMania 17, by the way. Shane showed up in the ring in WCW in Panama City Beach, Florida, while his dad was gloating in Cleveland, Ohio, where Raw was that night. Well, Shane said he announced he bought WCW. Obviously that didn't really happen. Obviously Vince did buy it. WWF, I should say, bought WCW for pennies and a dollar. But that moment was actually quite a decent moment, and obviously it set the scene for the invasion. The less said about that, the better. And obviously 20 years later we've got kind of another ratings war. It's not between Raw and another show, it's between NXT and All Elite Wrestling Dynamite, which could be on its way out. Obviously there's rumours about USA Network wanting NXT on a different night, because obviously they do better ratings when they're not running head to head with each other. I will get to that in another video if and when it is official, but that's enough of that. Now on to the topic of today's video. Now personally, I don't want any company going bust. I'm not going to be like these on the internet who spend way too much time than is healthy scheming against the detriment of a big company like WWE, or even AEW or New Japan, or any company like Ring of Honor, MLW and all them, or even just any company in general. Like, you're rooting for them to go out of business and you're wanting them out of business. Like, I'm not one of them, and I don't want to be one of them. I just think it's pointless and stupid. I'm not going to name names here because I feel they're not worth the time of day, and they're not to get any publicity whatsoever. And basically, I don't want AEW to be bought out by WWE, or vice versa. But I'd be lying if I said I couldn't have imagined what it would be like. And this video, I'm going to tell you how I think it's going to be like. I'm going to try and give you a little brief description of what I kind of feel it would be like. I know I'm kind of lazy because, like, yeah, it'd be maybe like, oh, what it was like 20 years ago. It's more really who I think is going to be showing up on WWE or AEW programming announcing the purchase. That all out the way, let's begin. Let's start off with, if WWE bought out AEW. I'll just get this out the way now. I don't think Vince McMahon is going to show up on Dynamite the way he did when he showed up on Nitro. Apparently he doesn't like being on TV anymore. He's not, obviously he's not featured as often as he did 15, 20 years ago. Obviously he's running the show, and obviously he's still got the drive, he's still got the passion. If you expect Vince McMahon to show up on Dynamite claiming that they bought AEW, like just maybe how he thought the signing at Revolution was going to be John Cena, Batista, CM Punk, or even Brock Lesnar, I'm afraid your expectations are way too high, and you will probably end up a bit disappointed. As I said, really, Vince don't want to be featured on TV as a character as much as he would have done, say, 15, 20 years ago when he was regularly on. If it is going to be someone from the McMahon family, it's probably going to be someone like Triple H or even Stephanie McMahon. I will get on to how it would be presented later on. And let's do 50-50 booking now. So let's see what it would be like if AEW bought WWE. Okay, well, if you asked me about a year ago, I would have thought Tony Khan would probably show up on NXT, Raw, SmackDown, or any WWE program for that matter, claiming, yeah, the AEW's bought WWE. But he has been showing up a little bit on Impact, obviously, with them little promos, obviously promoting Dynamite, because obviously AEW and Impact have got a working relationship now. That being said, is he really going to be a full-on character in the future? We don't know just yet. But if it isn't Tony Khan, I reckon it probably would be Cody Rhodes or even the Young Bucks, or maybe just the Elite, because they're just as much a part of the front office as Tony Khan. Obviously, Tony Khan is pumping the money into the company. But obviously, Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks are also executive vice presidents. But basically what I'm saying is, Tony Khan, if he was becoming a full-fledged character, the same with Vince McMahon, or even guys like Dixie Carter was back in TNA a while back. I mean, he did say on that first episode he may purchase Impact. I think that's more likely he's going to purchase Impact than WWE, but that's neither here nor there. Now, how I think it's going to be presented. Okay, well, the reason why I've done this here instead of just done it when I've said about how I think AEW, well, who I think would show up if AEW bought WWE or the other way around, is because I think it'd be the same. So instead of repeating myself, I'm probably going to say it's similar to what Vince McMahon opened up Nitro back in 2001. I'll just leave it at that. But I'm not sure if, say for example, we get a simulcast between Dynamite and NXT though. Like I said earlier, there's obviously rumours that NXT will be switching nights, but once again, I'll make a video about that if and when it does become official. But I'll just say this, I'd love to see how much WWE would dress it up. Then I thought, actually, it'd probably be the same if it was AEW, it'd be the same with any company really. So that's how I think it's going to be. Or if AEW got bought out by WWE or the other way around, I just need to stress this enough. I do not want any company going out of business. I'm happy for both companies to exist. I'm happy for more companies to exist. But I mean, I'll be quite honest. I think NGW, my local promotion, there's a better chance of them being bought out by WWE or AEW than AEW being bought out by WWE or the other way around. But I don't want NGW to get bought out either, because I just think all the guys who I've seen there before they were famous, guys like Zach Gibson, El Ligero, Kip Sabian, just to name a few. How would you think it would turn out? How do you think it would be like what it was on Nitro 20 years ago, or do you think they'd do it a bit differently? Let me know down in the comments section below. If you have enjoyed this video, be sure to drop it a thumbs up. If you are brand new to this channel, you like what you see here, you want some more, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you know whenever the hell I post next. Be sure to tell your friends how much of a great YouTuber I am, and to follow me on Twitter at Hawkins_MattUS and on Instagram at BigMattHawk18. But as always though, remember, you need some cheer, have no fear, Big Matt Hawk is here!